team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Flips it out in the flat. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. After 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the tool box.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. The back goes in motion. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Snags it over the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the give to the back. The Wolverines will have a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 places. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
On second down, just keeps firing. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He makes the connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! On to attempt to try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Finley. And more yards after contact. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Trying to Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Finley. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Fires to the middle. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on it.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First down here for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw.
Almost
Had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Blunt. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. With the catch, it's Finley. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down.
And down he goes back at the 3. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. Talk about a 1st half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the Big House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's DeMarco. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's back to throw on second down. Makes a grab over the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Back to the air one more time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on second and long from the 11. They'll give it to the back. Nifty little dance step. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it inside the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Penn State, 14.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He's got it on the right. Oh, what a move! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. Cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up. That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on third down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got it on the left. He's loose. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Pulls his way forward. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the back. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Happy with the situation.